Hello and welcome to the latest episode of Dead Flesh Retro plays Fish by Magnetic Scrolls. Um, it's been 2 weeks since we last played, and we've solved a maze in the meantime. I should also apologise for anyone who's put off by the fact that I've no longer got a moustache. I can only apologise. It wasn't meant to happen. There was a fancy dress party. I went as Abraham Lincoln. I had to shave my top lip, otherwise I couldn't have pulled it off. I don't think I did pull it off anyway. Now I'm left with a hairless upper lip. So, as I say, just try and ignore it. This will all be cut out for the podcast, so don't worry. You only have to deal with it for an hour. Okay, all of that said, welcome everybody back to Fish. If you'd like to just say hello and introduce yourselves once more.
Hello, Lee here.
Hi, it's Mondays.
Hi, Rosie here. Glad to be back.
Hi, I'm Mike.
Hi, I'm Woody.
Cool. All right, the usual gang. Everybody's present. Excellent. And so last time we played, we discovered that we can actually buy the cylinder that's behind the bar in the pub for 99 clams. But when we do so, it gets knocked out of our hands by one of the 7 deadly Finns who is at the bar and who immediately absconds with it into the dimensions where it is hidden from us. But Panchax and the Backroom Boys managed to create a warp for us to enter the dimensions to retrieve the cylinder. But it's in a maze and it's very complicated to work out where we are and how to get it. All we know is that it's in a room with no exits other than up. There's a single exit, and that exit is up, and that's where we'll find the cylinder. So we went and did a session and solved the maze eventually, and I did a little sort of update episode explaining how the maze works. I really wanted to make that episode 12B, but I wasn't allowed to do that for the podcast, so that is actually episode 13, even though it's a short one, and this is episode 14. But hey, we have to be numeric, I guess. So you can go and watch that episode either on the live stream or on podcast and find out how the maze works. But we know how to solve the maze, but we haven't retrieved the cylinder yet. We can get to the room with it in, so that's really the only clue I think we've got. So I think the first thing we should do is go back into the maze and retrieve the cylinder and take it from there. What do people reckon? Does anybody have any other suggestions of things that we should try this edition, or needs a reminder of what we're doing?
Literally nothing.
Let's do it.
All right. Okay, so we're also probably going to have to kind of reconstruct our save. We've got saves all over the place at the moment. I have got a note of where we're saved. The one that we have currently, that I'm in currently, is I think after we've taken Simon to the disco, and we've got the cylinder and the dark. We're in the apartment with the dark warp, as you can see on screen. But we're going to have to check. But I think we're going to need to use the cylinder to get information out of Simon. So this may not be the right save game. But let's just go in and retrieve it, and then we'll take it from there. We might have to go back to an earlier save or start again or something like that. Anyway,
I remember when we were playing it last time, we abandoned the maze and we went and got the other components, didn't we? Are we in there or?
So looking at the score, oh yeah, I've got YouTube. We're currently on 298, which isn't a score that I've got written down as being one to be ever achieved. But that looks like it's nearly 100 points behind where we ended up.
Yeah, that's a good point. I've just done an inventory and we still have the page. So I suspect this is a save from before we've we've done the disco with Tench.
Yeah, that's what it looks like to me.
Cool. Okay. All right. We had the foresight to go back to an earlier save when we did this, I guess. So that's good. All right. Well, let's take it from here, and we'll see if Tench is still around. So swim, dark, warp. Okay, we're in the dimensions. Would anyone like to suggest where we go? Does anybody want to tell me what to do rather than me just solving the maze? Does anybody remember how to do it?
So the algorithm that we worked out was that if you keep going in a diagonal, if there is a diagonal, and then you should be left. So if you go northeast from here, that will get rid of that.
So we need to work out if it's an odd or even number of exits, and then do the thing.
That is also true. So northeast and then up, because we've got an even number, we want an odd number.
Okay, northeast and then up. That puts us here.
Okay, and then you want to go northeast, southeast, southwest, northwest.
Mm-hmm.
And then east, northeast, southeast. And west, northwest, southwest.
North, northeast,
northeast, northwest.
Northwest. Northwest, northeast. There we go. We're in a room with only one exit and it's up, and there is a cylinder here. Right, let's get it.
Well done, Lee.
I spent quite a lot of time playing with this.
Wow.
I should also say, and we'll put a link to this in the description, Lee also created a little implementation in JavaScript of this puzzle, so you can actually go and play it instead of in the game itself by going in different directions, just as a 3x3 light puzzle, as we said.
I've played
which
it
makes
several times.
Have you played it? So it does make it easier and quicker to play and see what's going on. But yeah, it's a fun little. Oh my god, you are carrying too much already to get the cylinder.
Oh no!
Damn it!
Right.
Okay. Right. Let's drop a few things and then we'll do it all again. Or I put things in the bag maybe. Well, no, I'm just going to drop things. I'm dropping the screwdriver and the hyperdriver because I think those are the biggest things. And then I'm going to swim through the warp. And then I'll just solve it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and up. We're in sync. We'll go northeast and southeast to get rid of the diagonals. We've got east, west and up left. So let's go east, northeast, southeast. And west, northwest, southwest. Okay, there's a cylinder here. Get cylinder. You have now got the cylinder.
Phew.
Okay.
It didn't give us any points.
I'm going to go up. So I guess maybe it gets triggered by going up with the cylinder. So I now have the cylinder. Up. Well done, old boy, says Sir Playfair as you slip back into the lounge. I didn't think you'd make it. That should keep the Finns at bay for a while. Top hole. Panchak's out. The dark warp swiftly fades. We're back in the lounge with a hyperdriver, screwdriver and a fish ton.
So 3 weeks of puzzle solving and 4 points. Let's go.
So harsh.
Oh, this game. I'm telling you, this game. Okay. The cylinder holds the smoothest, most potent 25-year-old snifter gas known to fish. All right, so this is heavy-duty stuff.
I mean, just out of curiosity, can we pick stuff up again?
I've just tried that. We can get the screwdriver, but not the hyperdriver.
Is the bag full?
I'm going to put the screwdriver in the bag, and now I'm going to get the hyperdriver. Carrying too much. Put all in bag. Tie. The Fisher Fax won't fit. The Tatty card won't fit. Travel pass cylinder won't fit. Okay, so the bag can hold a screwdriver and a tie. Oops.
Oh, we still have the tie.
Do we need the tie?
So that was before we took Tench to the disco, because that's what we used the tie for.
That's true. So that's
Can we wear
another
the
way.
tie?
Sorry?
Can we wear the tie instead of carrying it?
Oh, maybe.
I guess it's more of a clutch bag, something like that.
Yeah, the fact we still have the tie is another indicator that we haven't done the disco yet. Nope. Okay, so we're going to need to work out where to drop things as well, aren't we, at some point? I'm just going to have to leave the hyperdriver here, I guess.
Have we used the screwdriver?
Yes.
So wouldn't it make? But
Yeah.
we've not used the hyperdriver.
I don't think we've used it in this game because we would have a screw, wouldn't we?
That's a very good point. Yeah.
We've still got quite a few things to go and do, haven't we?
Yeah. I was just thinking if there's something that we could drop that we know that we've used in this game that it's less likely we'll need again. But
Okay, well, seeing as we know what the screwdriver's for, and there's a possibility that we're going to get the truth out of Tench, and he's going to tell us about how he's booby-trapped.
Yeah.
And so we may need the hyperdriver for that. So I'm going to take the hyperdriver and leave the screwdriver.
I mean, you could leave the tie, I guess, and because we know what that's for. Unless you want to take him to the disco. I mean, as you say, we're going to have to rebuild the save anyway, aren't we?
Yeah, we are. While we're here, I just want to draw your attention to the painting. Because it says the painting is called Waves in Black, one of Finn's more solid works. And so, seeing as we can protocopy the page with the focus wheel on, I did wonder whether we could protocopy the painting and create waves. But we can't get the painting. The painting is fixed firmly to the wall and has been ever since Roach first moved into this apartment. It must be really mucky behind there. I've also tried unscrewing it, like we tried unscrewing the shelf, and that doesn't work either. So. No, we can't even see the painting frame or anything like that. So it's just a thing.
We need a knife to cut the painting out of the frame or something, don't we?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I couldn't really think where there might be a knife. Maybe in the restaurant, but yeah, we don't know. I'm going to leave the door open. I can't imagine the fish ton's going to be stolen twice, right? Oh no, it hasn't been stolen yet in this game anyway, so let's just leave it open.
What's the time in character?
12. So I'm just going to go to the pub.
As if they're actually there.
Yeah. Okay, we're at Pickerel. Plaza. We're in the pub. Bertie Bream, Ernest Chubb, and Simon Tench greet you cheerfully. So, I'm going to save it. save it over our little temporary save.
We just got some more points for doing something.
Oh yeah, a lot of points, like 11.
13, in fact. Yeah.
Oh, 13.
Because the fish tongue got stolen.
Ah,
Left the door open, yeah.
Yeah.
we may
But
have
we
also
only
got.
Sorry, Chris. We only got 4 for going through that maze and getting the cylinder.
Mm-hmm.
Weird.
Did we maybe get points for returning the cylinder to the pub? I don't know. We can look at it later.
We give Tench snifters now.
Well,
We need-
I mean, I'm tempted to just open the cylinder. I just let the gas out in the pub and see what happens. Or give the cylinder to Tench. I'm going to try the first one.
I
You
did actually wonder whether having a load of compressed air somewhere might be useful from inflating something to make it float, or reducing the amount of liquids in a room or something.
Yeah, I did wonder whether we could use it to push the water level inside a tower up.
Or in one of the other rooms, so that the water went into the tower or something. Yeah.
I've just opened the cylinder. It says you open the cylinder and the gas bubbles away around you. Is this working? Just going to look at the cylinder. Still says smoothest, most potent 25-year-old snifter gas.
Try give snifter to Tench.
I don't have a snifter. Yeah. We buy the snifters from the bar, but we have a cylinder, so I could give cylinder to Tench. He thanks you. And we no longer have the cylinder. We could ask Tench about stream accelerator. He says, just mellow out, Roachy. There's no need to get uptight about that.
I think we tried this, didn't we? We tried asking them all sorts of things before.
Yeah, we did, but that was before they were inebriated. Right, we asked them before. I think we need to use the cylinder somehow as to get the gas into them. I'm just going to restore again.
Get the gas.
Yeah, but that's assuming that it is this truth gas.
Mm-hmm.
So where's that information come from? Because I can remember us talking about it, but I can't remember.
The manual.
Does that talk about the snifter being, or does that just talk about a mysterious truth drug?
Yeah, it talks about if somebody is under the influence of a truth drug, that
So it kind of goes through the host parasite interface, doesn't it? So that it affects the driver. I don't know what.
Exactly, yes. So the parasite can't lie. If it's in a host that is under the influence, then you would be speaking directly to the parasite, and the parasite can't lie.
Remember what the snifters were? Do they come in glasses? When we buy the sniff? Oh no, gas masks.
Gas masks.
Yeah.
I mean, I can buy a snifter with Visa card. Oops, if I could spell Visa
You
card.
could refill it with the gas you've got.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a good idea.
But then all we're then doing is just saving a bit of money. Like the cylinder is just to save money. Or
Depends if the gas in the cylinder is like more potent, like it says.
do you think we can combine the cylinder with the focus filter?
We don't really know what a focus filter is, do we? So try.
No. I mean, obviously we don't have one at this point, but
What I'm about to suggest seems really out of character for the game, but we can't force Tench to breathe cylinder gas or something like that.
I mean, no, it doesn't understand force. I'm not sure how we would do that. It's interesting that when we open the cylinder, it does say that the gas bubbles away around us.
Yeah, it tends to suggest that it needs to be used somewhere, doesn't it? Rather than what we're trying to do with it.
Yeah.
Are we barking up the wrong tree with this? Should the cylinder be used somewhere else?
It feels like
Like to maybe get the crystal tuner or something and fool the alarm or something.
Do you think we should go and open it in the disco? And then get Tench to go there? I don't know. I'm just going to try opening the cylinder and just waiting.
you open it more.
It's already open. Nothing is happening. It's just open. I'm just asking Tench about terminal and about fins, but nothing.
I'm gonna just keep buying him snifters while we're here, since we haven't got any other idea what to do with the cylinder.
Oh, I've got one already. Okay, that's the second one. No. Nothing appears to be happening. The cylinder's open.
What locations and or puzzles have we not done anything in yet?
That is a good question. So the alarm in the museum to get to the crystal. We've got the trapdoor in the top of the tower.
The police station? Did we do anything in the police station?
Nothing.
Yeah, nothing happens.
The cinema, the restaurant.
Restaurant, yeah. I mean, the cinema feels like it's a go here to waste a lot of time.
Well, I actually think it's the other way. I think it's like a trap, isn't it? Is that if you go in there, it wastes time.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
If you go to the power station, because it forces you to go on the tour, it costs half an hour, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So similarly, it's like you really need to only do this once.
So we could go and try opening the cylinder in some other locations to see if that gives us anything.
Just gonna walk around with the bubbling cylinder.
Yeah.
I mean, it may be that when we opened it, it all escaped. I mean,
Yeah.
the wording is kind of interesting.
Okay. I was going to say, what happens if you close it? We just move to the different location and then open it. Does it still say it's bubbling?
Oh, okay. It says, and the gas bubbles away around you. And I close it. If I go east and then open cylinder, the cylinder is now open.
Right. So it does a one-time release the gas.
Yeah.
Unless there's a combined cylinder with something, and then we open it.
Yeah.
The bag? Could we combine the bag with it? Would that fill it with Sniffler?
Ooh. What if you put the cylinder in the bag?
And then open the bag. Then open the cylinder.
And yeah.
The bag that only holds a tie and a screwdriver.
Okay, right. Let's try this again. Let's have a look at the bag. It's for wrapping rubbish for disposal. Okay, put cylinder in bag. Open cylinder. The bag inflates and you hold it tightly closed to prevent the gas escaping. It lifts you surprisingly swiftly to the ceiling. Too swiftly. You hit the ceiling hard, causing you to lose your grip. The gas bubbles away and you swim gently down to the ground with the bag.
Whoa!
We know where to use that.
Yeah, we do.
Guys!
The tower.
Oh, that's wrong.
Just to confirm, there was nothing else in the bag when you did that, was there?
No.
Okay.
No. Because we ended up dropping the screwdriver and wearing the tie. And so there was nothing left in the bag. Oops. So let's go on the train. Bitersia University. Up. East foyer. I think this is where we need to be, isn't it? So put new card in slot, and then north. There's a crystal tuna here. You can swim up into the tower from here. Okay, well let's just try doing it now, yeah? Put.
I want to go. Oh, because does up not work?
I think up immediately returns you back here, doesn't it? If you go up, there's not actually a location. You go up, and then it says you dive quickly back underwater before your gills dry out. Oh no, we're in the tower. We are in the tower. Yeah. Swim up and break the surface to look around. In the ceiling high above through the air is a trapdoor, but there seems no way of getting there. Okay, yeah, so let's do it here. So put cylinder in bag, and open cylinder. Is it going to take us up through the air?
Through the trapdoor?
The bag inflates and you hold it tightly closed to prevent the gas escaping. You rise up through the tower. There is a loud bang as you pass through the trapdoor, opening it. The roof of the tower lies inches below you, but you are drifting slowly upwards. Roof. When there was a lot of water around, students came up here to watch the teeming city of Hydropolis. A railing around the edge of the roof was put here to prevent them being washed away by the deceptively strong overcurrent. Now the water has gone that has ceased to be a problem. The obvious exit is the trapdoor. There is a photon bridge and some railings here.
But aren't we? We're out of the water, aren't we?
Oh, yes, and we're still holding onto the bag. We should probably have held onto the railings first. It says, I said get bridge. You have now got the photon bridge. This is fun, isn't it? You've drifted even higher now. You are finding breathing a little difficult, however, but Hydropolis is stunning from this height.
Uh-oh.
I must admit, when it said there was a loud bang, I thought that was the bag exploding, but no, that was the trapdoor opening.
Yeah.
I think we're about to die.
Okay, yes. Drop bag. You let go of the bag and fall at an alarming pace. Roach is clearly disturbed. Falling is not one of his greatest skills. With a sickening splat, you strike the surface, bursting like a balloon full of water hitting a concrete floor. That was fun. You complete halibut, shouts Sir Playfair Panjax. He doesn't sound happy at all. Blah, blah, blah. We are dead. Okay.
So we need to grab the railing
or
release the bag.
or release the bag really.
No, I think we can just drop the bag.
Okay. But grab hold of something so we don't.
Yeah, so the
Right.
railings, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, we could just let go of it immediately. Or grab the railings. I'm not sure which. But I'm going to save it before we do this next time. Because we've gone back to the pub. Okay, we're in the tower. Save. Okay. Put cylinder in bag. Now save. Okay. Oh, there might be a picture. Oh, look. Wow. We're kind of looking out over Hydropolis and you can see buildings jutting up above the surface of the water. So, yeah. Just to bring home how serious this situation is. Okay, I'm going to grab the railings. Let's see if that works. The railings steadfastly refuse to be moved. This is fun, isn't it? You've drifted even higher now. Okay. I'm going to restore.
Does it understand grab or not?
Maybe not. I think, well, it says, I think it thinks it's a synonym of take or get. And it says they steadfastly refuse to be moved. What I meant was hold on to.
Yeah, try that.
Okay, let's try that again. Hold onto railings. You make a grab for the railings but miss. The bag carries you out of reach. This is fun, isn't it? You've drifted even higher now, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so the railings...
Drop back as soon as we get out of the
Or open bag?
or open bag, yeah.
Or do we need to make some sort of anchor out of a tie and a hyperdriver? was lots of faces with a look on them of going, "That's a ridiculous idea. It might just work."
It might work,
I
yeah.
was just trying to think of.
Okay.
Rope or cord or anything.
No.
So open bag says, depending on what you do next, this could turn out to be your worst move of the game. The gas escapes when you open the bag, leaving you stranded on the roof with no water. You can survive, but not for long.
Okay.
I mean, so
Yeah, just take the photon bridge and go down through the trapdoor.
Jump into the trapdoor, yeah.
But can you, instead of, can you just turn off the gas? Or does that would involve opening the bag, wouldn't it?
I've already opened the bag. I opened the bag. That's what I did.
Yeah. But I'm saying you can't turn the gas off without opening the bag
Oh.
to stop you floating higher.
No, but that won't stop me floating higher because the gas is in the bag. It's the gas in the bag. There's no gas left in the cylinder, so turning the cylinder off won't do anything. The gas is in the bag, and that's what's making me float.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I've gone down. You squeeze through the trapdoor. Not a particularly good move, as there's nothing on the other side to support you. Oh well, falling is quite good fun until you hit the shallow water and slam into the floor, that is. The host-parasite interface doesn't take too kindly to your scant regard for its delicacy and promptly disintegrates, sending you hurtling into the dimensions. You complete halibut, shouts a Playfair Panchax. He doesn't sound happy at all. Oh. Okay.
Wasn't there something else that we did that we thought would raise the level of the water in the tower?
No, I think the way out is not to go down through the trapdoor. I think the way out is to go over the railing.
Maybe, yeah, okay.
It did say, Chris, the obvious exit is down through the trapdoor. So
Yes.
where's the unobvious exit?
Exactly. Very good.
Good point, yeah.
So I guess we also don't know what happens if we keep holding on to the bag. So if we hold on to the bag, grab the photon bridge as we go past, and then just keep,
See,
because we let go
yeah,
of the bag,
keep
didn't we?
going.
And died.
Wait, do you mean just holding on to the bag for a few more moves?
Yeah,
Yeah.
because we don't know where it goes, do we?
Okay, we can try that.
So just grab
Yeah,
the photon
because-
bridge as we go past it.
Yeah, it could
And-
make us float down.
Oh yeah, it could do if it starts to leak.
Yeah.
What you're saying is that the obvious thing here to do is to grab the railing, let go of the bag, but then you're actually stuck. Whereas the unobvious thing to do is actually to keep hold of the thing that you think is going to eventually kill you.
I'm a bit confused as to what's going on because so we fill the cylinder with gas, fill the bag with gas, and that propels us through the trapdoor because there's no water. Is that right?
Well, no, it's just lighter. It's not only lighter than water, it's lighter than air.
Ah, right, okay. So if we keep, okay, so we're just going to float off to our death anyway.
Okay, so
Okay.
this is a fun.
Yeah, so we get the bridge. You now have the photon bridge. This is fun, isn't it? You've drifted even higher now. You're finding breathing a little difficult, however. So you can wait. In midair, the bag of gas is carrying you high over Hydropolis. Oops, now you think about it. Maybe you've gone a little too far. You're too high, too dry, and about to die. You can't hold your breath any longer. You let go of the bag and fall at an alarming pace. Roach is clearly disturbed. Falling is not one of his greatest skills. Blah, blah, blah. Splat. So that is not the answer.
No, that did not work.
I think we need to climb over the railing.
Yep. Let's go and investigate the railings.
And so, yeah, the first thing we do is open the bag before we get the photon bridge. So we say open bag, get bridge, climb over railings. You slide through the railings with your gills about to burst. Roach has never practiced falling before. It's a good job your training as an interdimensional espionage operative has given you the experience to be able to survive under such difficult circumstances. You hit the water below the tower, making a dramatic entrance to Opar. Several of the students applaud your efforts. Opar, a statue of the university founder, is in the middle of the quad.
Yay!
Hey.
Woohoo!
Hopefully someone caught it on their phone.
Yeah.
Okay, and we got loads of points. We've got 351 points now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Some of those were for things that we knew before, but some are new.
I think the museum alarm, is that the last outstanding puzzle?
Yeah.
Yeah, the only thing we don't have is the crystal.
Oh, actually, no. The other outstanding puzzle is what to do with the booby trap.
Oh, yeah.
In this save, though, Chris, did you say we don't have the focus wheel or the case because we haven't done those things yet?
That's right.
Correct.
Yeah, we haven't done anything yet. We haven't taken Tench to the disco or anything.
Yeah.
We haven't even protocopied the
No.
the focus with me.
Sorry, my yeah, my webcam has just come loose. Okay, so yeah, so that
Fell off the
whole
roof, Chris.
sorry.
It's because you fell off the roof.
Yeah, so the whole use the cylinder on Tench business, that's rubbish then, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah.
So how do we how do we address the last two puzzles that we've got then? What have we not thought about? The one thing that I thought that we could do, and it's kind of a little of a long shot, is go to the museum and just sit in that room and wait, just to see if anything happens during the day in the museum, right? I mean, I know that there should be a clue to say,
Well, is it going to be something like, if we go to the museum at certain points, a bunch of students come past, and at that point, if we join the students, we can bypass the alarm system or something, because they automatically turn the alarm system off because it's just a bunch of students.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
We need
let's
to
go there.
Yeah, we need to go there.
Okay. You might want to adjust your webcam as well, Mike, because you're only catching like the top of your head.
Yeah.
And the wall. Yeah. Well, when should we go? Should we go back to a save game that's close to the beginning, like before we've done the cylinder business, and just get there as early as possible? Maybe we should just get there as early as possible and see what's going on.
It can't be based on a particular time, because that would be, I mean, let's say it's 11:30 or something happen. I mean, that would be nasty, wouldn't it? I mean,
Well, I mean, why don't we just go there now in the current game? Because we've still got like 3 hours in game of doing stuff.
Yeah.
Just.
All right.
Yeah.
let's go look at some nice gravel.
Yeah. I mean, there is that, isn't there? There is that. Did we ever try getting the gravel out of the machine? What if we take the gravel to the museum?
What gravel? What am I missing?
In the device?
Yeah.
Can we get to that? Can we do that?
I'm just going back to the lab. Okay, we're in the project room. The device almost fills the room, looking like an aquarium filled with multicolored gravel. Oops. Next device. I mean, it says multicolored gravel a lot. It contains a stream accelerator, as we know. Okay, we can't get the extreme accelerator. It says, when we say get gravel, it says you can't see any gravel here.
Yeah, because it thinks it's the one in the museum, I guess.
Maybe.
I mean, it did just say even levering with a hoe and a rake tied together won't budge this one.
Yeah, that's a Zork reference. There's a
Yeah. But that doesn't mean we can't take the hoe and the rake, can we? It's not.
there is no hoe and rake.
Yeah, that's what I'm assuming.
Yeah.
But just...
In one of the Zorks, there's a hoe and a rake that you have to tie together with some rope in order to move something with a lever. It's like a famous text adventure joke. It's a very in joke.
Yeah.
But we're not even going to budge the stream accelerator with a hoe and a rake tied together. So, no.
It is interesting that the gravel here is multicolored, and as you said, makes a real point of saying that, doesn't it? And whereas the gravel in the museum is boring, it's all grey, and the room is completely white, isn't it, with the alarm?
Yeah.
You can't take it or interact with it.
That doesn't seem like that. I can't open the device to get at it. Look under device. Look on top of device. Enter device. No. No. Okay. It was just the gravel connection. But doesn't seem we can do anything, so
What is it with you in that door?
oh man. I keep forgetting that those ones close automatically. We still can't get into Angel as well.
Yeah, I'm not so convinced that those exits are anything other than just, passing locations.
North into the museum. Okay, let's read these carefully. There is also the bloody enormosaurus. Visited by many fish over the course of a year, the museum is a great attraction. Maybe this is due to its unique collection of Piscean relics, the greatest of which is a skeleton of the bloody enormosaurus, which has pride of place in the centre of this room. You can explore the museum in your own time by going north, east or west. You can return to the station by swimming south. And in the picture, you can see the skeleton and you can see a picture on the wall. But yeah, we can't look at the picture or the painting. If we try examining the picture, it says there's a full colour picture of a focus wheel on page 158, so it's referring to the page we tore out. If we examine the skeleton, not skeletor. Oh my god. The bloody enormosaurus roamed the seas of Hydropolis until fish became civilized. Then they killed every single bloody enormosaurus they could lay their grubby little fins on, simply because they made such great museum exhibits.
Harsh.
Yeah. If you go west, you swim lazily into an exhibition of historic gravel, showing many pieces of gravel around which great and important events have centered. It doesn't interest you in the slightest, so you swim back east. If you go east, you swim through an exhibition of the use of gravel in modern science. The ingenious fish scientists have managed to produce materials so cunning that even though they aren't really gravel, they behave in almost exactly the same way. Not entirely impressed, you swim back west. And if we go north, we go to alarm room. White rooms have always had a bad effect on you. If the authorities had had their way, your laboratory would have been white. But you were firm. You put your tail down and refused. This room is white, and you don't like it. It leads north to the museum's finest exhibit and south back to the museum. So there's nothing to look at in here.
What are we holding?
Are we what? What are we holding?
Yeah.
Fisher Fax, Tatty Card, New Card, Travel Pass, Hyperdriver, Photon Bridge, a page and a bag. Wearing a tie, a watch, some dark glasses and some earplugs. The bag is for wrapping rubbish for disposal. It contains a cylinder.
Do we have to paint the room somehow so it's not white? Make it multicolored?
But what sense would that make? And how would we even do it?
Photon bridge is about light. So can you turn it on?
Yeah.
It just says white 3 times. So is that a clue?
The photon bridge looks like a specialized radio aerial. Spiky bits poke out at all angles as if they should be grasping something. It is obviously the work of a deranged snifter addict. I mean, it needs to be combined with the crystal, doesn't it?
Yeah.
If we look at the room, we just get the same. If you look at the walls, it says they're holding the ceiling up.
When we went north, we just got thrown out, didn't we? We didn't die.
No. When I tried this, if you do it twice, you die. The first time, you just get returned to the station. You search the room, you find nothing of interest. If you examine north, it says, what do you want to examine north? Examine north, exit.
Can we throw something north?
You could throw it at something, maybe. Throw. If I go throw cylinder north, it says at what? Throw cylinder at exit. At what? Throw cylinder at wall. The cylinder hits the wall, nothing happens. There's a cylinder on the floor here. If you look at the alarm, it says there's no such alarm. It's just a room called alarm room, which is white. And that gives us the heebie-jeebies.
We've got our dark glasses on, haven't we?
We do.
There was nowhere where we could buy any clothes, was there?
There was a jacket. There was, in the clothes shop, had some jackets, but when we tried buying them, it was like, you know.
Yeah, this isn't your style or something.
Yeah.
They're too trendy for us.
Yeah, I was wondering if there was anywhere where we could buy white clothes and put white clothes on, but clutching at straws in the extreme.
Yeah, really clutching at straws. There's just nothing here.
Just so that we've done it again, do you want to just save and go north and just make sure that we're not missing anything in the text that says.
You say look north. It says you can't see that far from here. If we go north, bells, hooters, and whistles sing out from all over the museum, bringing guards rushing to the crystal room. You try to explain that it was an accident, that you just stumbled. Amazingly, the guards believe your story, though they do look a bit suspicious as they deposit you back at the station and go back to their various posts. And we're back at Museum Station. If you go north again to Museum, north into the alarm room, and then north again, bells, hooters, and whistles sing out from all over the museum, bringing guards rushing to the crystal room, blah, 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 blah. One of them coshes you over the back of the head as you try to escape, cracking Dr. Roach's skull. Oh, it says, you try to explain that it was an accident, that you just stumbled. Amazingly, the guards don't believe your story. One of them coshes you over the back of the head as you try to escape, cracking Dr. Roach's skull. You complete Halibut, shouts a Playfair Panchax, etc. So...
That in itself is odd. Because it's been perfectly happy. The game has been perfectly happy elsewhere to give us insta-kills. So in this one place, you can do something that doesn't kill you, but do we actually need to do that because that gets the guards away from somewhere else? I don't know.
Something else is that in the manual it said that you could add adverbs to what you were doing. So like swim, go north quietly or something, or I don't know.
Yeah, or quietly go north or something.
I don't know, because we don't know what the alarm is triggered by.
Yeah, invisibly go north.
Jump north.
Yeah.
Try, who knows?
Yeah, I've just tried quietly go north, but the same thing happens. The alarm sounds, and we end up back.
Jump north.
Same.
I mean, you're a fish. You're underwater, so I don't know really what it makes sense.
I've just really got nothing to go on. The only reference to this that we've found is the message on the terminal that says, in the list of things, next to cylinder, it says, there's one in the museum, but they won't let us have it or something.
Next to cylinder?
Sorry, the crystal. Next to the crystal. Yeah.
Just thinking about what Mike said, it is weird that you get two chances. Like, there must be a way that we can bypass the alarm or after the first attempt or something.
Yeah, the only thing I could think of was that going north reveals the fact that it's the crystal room, but I suppose it could have still killed you.
Like, I'm imagining a Mission Impossible scenario, with the kind of lasers that you might be able to negotiate your way around or something, or I don't know.
To be continued.
Yeah, tune in next week for 6 people look around blankly at a 80s computer game.
We're stumped, aren't we?
Well, I mean, there's still a few places that we haven't really done anything. Like the restaurant, we haven't really figured out what that's for, have we?
No.
And the cinema, maybe? I don't know. There might be a bit more investigating we could do of some of those locations.
Well, the cinema, yeah, we think it's just a time trap.
Okay. Well, the restaurant, we've not figured out what that's for, have we?
The restaurant must be there for a reason. I mean, it's a very strange location, isn't it?
Yeah.
You would hide to get into the restaurant.
No, as for Simon Tench.
Oh yeah, that was
To go to the
fantastic.
disco.
Yeah.
Maybe we're thinking about this crystal wrong. Maybe, yeah, we're thinking about, oh, how do we steal it? But actually, the one reference that we had was they won't let us have it. So what if the solution is to convince them to let us have it?
We haven't tried inviting one of the other guys to the museum either.
I have.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
I tried inviting everybody to the cinema, to the restaurant, and to the museum. And
Nothing happened.
no, they all just say, I was there this morning. I don't need to go there now. But they will all go to the disco, but none of them will go anywhere else that I tried.
Did we ever try buying anything in the restaurant, or could we not?
We couldn't unless we had a reservation.
Right.
I mean, the other thing about it is that we found something in the cylinder that's lighter than water and lighter than air. And we know in the restaurant there's something that's heavier than water. There's this oil that they drink in their wine glasses that's heavier than water. But
Need to drink some wine before we go to the ceiling.
I'm not sure that we spent enough time looking at the dinosaur either. That's definitely something that we can interact with there. And yeah,
Take bone.
yeah, exactly. Can we steal bits of it? Can we?
if I say get bone, it says the bloody enormosaurus steadfastly refuses to be moved. I did try climbing it. You can't go that way. Up, you can't go that way. Only north, east, south, and west. If I examine it, we get they roamed the seas until they were all killed. There's no sign to look at.
Poster isn't.
You can't see a poster here.
Can you under it?
Look under it.
You know, it always says to look under things, doesn't it?
You find nothing of interest. Search skeleton, you find nothing of interest. There's nothing. There's the thing that gets me about the museum is there's literally no clues. Like, even when you examine things, they don't tell you anything about the physical appearance. Right, you look at the skeleton, it doesn't say, oh, the skeleton's made of bones, there's a rib poking out or something. It says, oh, they roamed the seas of Hydropolis ages ago, like a little history lesson. And the same with the alarm room. It doesn't give you any information about the physical characteristics of the room. It says it's white and you really hate that.
Next time, we'll figure it out.
Yeah. Okay. All right, folks. Wait, we got the photon bridge. Like, we made proper progress.
Yeah.
So, nice one. All right.
See you next week.
See ya.
Okay. Bye.
See you next week. Bye.
Bye.